That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Wow.
Thank you for watching.
I'm stunned. They literally... There's nothing.
One more thing.
No, it's over, man.
It's over. It's so over.
I can't believe they did that. What the fuck did they announce? They announced Donkey Kong DLC. They announced they're re-releasing Mario Galaxy again. They announced
A Yoshi game.
Yoshi, but that game was just kind of like the same as like Yarn Yoshi, but it's in the Yoshi Story aesthetic. What else? I mean, a bunch of ports, a bunch of DLC, Hyrule Warriors was that DLC? That was DLC, right? For the Hyrule
The
Warriors?
Mario Tennis.
Oh yeah, new Mario Tennis looks the same as the last one. Another trailer for Metroid Prime 4, which is just Samus has a motorcycle. Woohoo! Oh, Michael just posted they're gonna make Mega Man Star Force Collection. Why didn't they put that in the trailer? That's actually cool. They haven't re-released those games before.
That wasn't even the sizzle reel either.
It was not in the sizzle reel.
Suika game. You want to play that?
Suika game, dude. How did they choose what to put in these directs? Like, what to include and what not to include? Like, I don't know. Nintendo is a weird company. They are so weird. And then they had the audacity to announce the Virtual Boy? What?
That they're gonna buy. You know those r/slash Nintendo niggas are gonna buy it.
Oh my god. And then that Resident Evil 9 trailer, dude. That shit is not hype.
So pretty much most of everything here is just like re-releases and updates to old games.
Yeah. Bro, did you see how they did that RE reveal? They didn't even say nothing. You know how usually before they show the game, they go, and now a new game from this company that you might have heard of before, right? They usually have the voiceover guy do a little thing before they show the game. When they show Resident Evil, they just dropped it. Like, cut to black. They just dropped it like they did some aura shit. Like, oh shit, they're going to shit themselves when they see this. It's like, yeah, we shit ourselves, but not in the way that y'all thought. Like, that shit was ass. That shit was caca. Like, these niggas were like, and now Resident Evil 9 is coming to the Nintendo 64. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 2. What the fuck was that? I almost want to pull that up again. That trailer. Oh my god. Bro. What the fuck? I'm about to pull up.
Yeah, you guys really have nothing for like the rest of the year. I say you guys, like you even have the Switch too.
Bro.
Yeah, there's like nothing. You better enjoy that Donkey Kong game and those updates to your old ass games.
Bro, I cannot believe they did that. I'm legitimately at a loss for words right now at how they handled this direct. It's almost like they it's like they don't know. It's like they don't know what everybody's been saying. But I think we've reached the point where Nintendo is so far up their own ass that they are like immune to the world's conversations. You know what I mean? It's like they're making so much money now that they don't hear anybody anymore. And I guess technically they don't have to, but it's like, yo, you guys know that there's people out there that are waiting on stuff from you, like anticipating stuff. But it's like they don't care. It's like whatever, they'll just buy it anyway. Oh my god, I'm looking at this Resident Evil 9 trailer again. This looks horrible. This is like worse than PS4 graphics. I almost said it was PS4 graphics. This shit looks worse. I'm pretty sure Monster Hunter world looks better than this. Jordan, look at my stream right now. Mute my stream on Twitch. But, like, go look at it. Look at what I have on pause right now. Look at this, just this still from the RE9 trailer on Switch 2. This is Switch 2. This is supposed to be current gen graphics. Look at this shit. And I mean, they thought that this was going to be like one of their big reveals. Like, oh my God, they can play for the first time. They'll be able to play a new Resident Evil game on Nintendo. It's like, bro, y'all know that we could play games in 120 frames, 4K graphics now, right? This is not it in 2025, bro.
Yeah, I guess it's still like a large like section of people that still only have a Switch and just don't play on any console or any system outside of that.
But even,
which I could expect if you're like a kid. But
even those people should
like,
expect more. And kids are not going to be playing Resident Evil 9. People our age are going to be playing Resident Evil 9. This announcement is for the older gamers. This is not going to impress people in their 20s and 30s. This is not going to impress people in the upper half of your fucking player base.
You'd be surprised that there is actually coworkers that willingly bought Mortal Kombat, the one on the Switch.
On the Switch. Yeah, that one looked horrible. That one is like unacceptable.
And they still bought it.
But here's the thing. I'll shoot them some bail for buying it on the Switch 1. Because the Switch 1 was a novelty at the time. Like, being able to just play console games on the go was a novelty at the time. So they could get away with shitty graphics back then. But now, there's no excuse. This is supposed to be the Switch 2 with significantly better hardware than the Switch 1. This is not acceptable. It's not. And I don't care what anyone says. Somebody had to approve this to be in the trailer. Or in the direct, I mean. This trailer had to get approved. There's a selection process. Because there's a lot of stuff that they could have put in this direct that they said no to. But they decided, let's put the Resident Evil 9 trailer in the direct. Wow. Did they think that the brand recognition alone would be enough? Like, oh, they're just going to get excited because it's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Oh my God. These niggas are
Listen, games don't even have to be really good anymore. They just have to be a brand. And it'll sell.
It's true, but do they even care about... I mean, clearly they don't. They don't care about people's discourse online. They don't care about critical feedback. They just care about sales at this point. Which is indicative of what Nintendo is now as a company. Like, I know I said this to you before, like last time we were hanging out in person, but I feel like I'm falling off of Nintendo now because they're going in a direction that I just don't like. Like, when was the last time they announced something that truly excited me and looked like something meaningful in terms of progression in design? Like a meaningful change, like something mechanically that looked engaging, that looked new and engaging. Not just some gimmick that they tacked on to the top of something old, but something new and engaging. Like, I'm talking Sunshine to Galaxy type shit. Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild type shit. Like, when was the last time? I feel like Breath of the Wild was the last time.
Breath of the Wild was the last time. There hasn't been anything like on that caliber for like 8 years.
It's
a
crazy.
lot of stuff has been derivative. And it's like
as hell.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't like those games either, because I would pick up that Fire Emblem and I'll pick up that Mario Kart. But
yeah,
I can see what you mean when you're like falling off of this stuff, because it's just like nothing's like, exciting.
There's no impact. There's no like the game of the generation type game. Like, it's all just the old shit again with some sprinkles on top. That's not the Nintendo that I knew growing up. Where are the new experiences? Nintendo is supposed to be like delivering the experience, like back when, oh god, I feel like I'm turning into my dad now. But back in my day, it's like when a new console would drop, new Nintendo console would drop, the new Mario was like new. It wasn't like the old one but with a little shit on top. It was like new. It was like nothing like the old one. It was new, but it had the DNA of the old one in there. You know what I mean? Like they would bring back the best elements of the last one, but in terms of the framework of the game, it would be totally new. But now they don't do that anymore. It's like the new Zelda was like, oh shit, new Zelda, like let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Like when the Twilight Princess trailer dropped, generational, bro. Everybody, not just Nintendo fans, but everybody looked at that shit and was like, holy shit. Right? New Smash Bros. Like even back with Brawl, like we make fun of Brawl now, but that Brawl, that original trailer, and then with Snake at the end, that was like, yo, generational. Even during the Wii era, where they were arguably not receiving the critical acclaim that they used to, but they were getting the numbers back up in terms of sales. Even then, those trailers, Mario Galaxy, Twilight Princess, Smash Brothers Brawl, those, it still had buzz. It still had like, the gaming community still recognized Nintendo as a real force in gaming. Now, it's like Nintendo is a fucking afterthought. It's like, why would you get excited about the new Nintendo console when this is the output? This. Look at what I have on my stream right now. This is the output. They want you to get excited for this. They want you to spend $70, $80 on this. This is what they want from you. Your money for this. So, I'm just confused. I'm confused at what their approach is. What is the approach for the Switch 2? What is there to get excited about? And don't say Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is not going to carry you through for 2 years straight. It's not.
Pretty much like the Switch 1. You're going to be carried off of ports of old games. That's kind of it, honestly.
I don't get it.
And people are willing to pay the big bucks for it.
I don't get it.
You know, it's stuff they've already played before or are on their consoles for much cheaper.
And you want to know something?
That seems to be their base now.
You're right. No, you're right completely. It's like the Switch 1 approach, but it's worse, actually, because the output is less. So here's what I'm doing. There's another factor in this. Nintendo doesn't really have competition now when it comes to consoles. Sony is giving up. They're putting all their stuff on PC. Same with Xbox, Microsoft. Everybody's relegating themselves to PC now. Nintendo's the only one that has true like exclusives that you can't play anywhere else. So this is another dangerous thing. Nintendo has I don't want to say no competition, but they have a lot less competition in terms of the console game that they did before. So now they can really do whatever they want. They got a lot of people buying the Switch 2 with no incentive, by the way, other than Mario Kart. So Nintendo, they're seeing this. They're seeing the bigger numbers for less output. They're seeing this, and they're going, oh, well, if we don't got to do anything, we don't got to do anything. That's the problem. This is what Nintendo does when they're not challenged.
They get complacent, yeah.
They get complacent. And I've been saying this for years now. Nintendo always starts fucking up when they get money. When they get a shit ton of money, that's when they start fucking up. But when they get competition, like when Sega came in the 90s, when they get competition, that's when they start getting creative. And they go, oh shit, we gotta, you know what I mean, put boots to ass and start making some kick-ass games now. So that's the danger. Nintendo, it's a shame because they used to be my favorite. But now it's like they're really not doing anything that's warranting my excitement and my support. So if they don't have any announcements by the end of this year, I feel like I'm never going to buy a Switch 2. Maybe that's extreme to say, but it's like, what reason do I have to get one?
You want to play the new Age of Calamity game? You want to play that?
A derivative of a derivative, by the way. It's a fucking. It's the original Hyrule Warriors was a spin-off of Dynasty Warriors. So it's a spin-off of a spin-off.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. Damn, am I going to upload this? This is going to be like 10 minutes of me ranting at the end. But you know what, man? Fuck it, man. Nintendo, I'm not playing with y'all, man. Listen, y'all tricked me with the Wii U. Y'all are not going to trick me again, okay? Just because y'all, figured out how to do some shit. Y'all figured out how to make some games again. Tighten up. That's all I'm gonna say. Tighten up, man. This is not it. This is not it, man. Y'all can't just coast through this console generation. Y'all gotta get some heavy hitters out here now. Okay? 2026, y'all better tighten up. This year was a flop for y'all. I mean, y'all got money. I mean, it's very weird. Nintendo is this anomalous company where they could have tremendous financial success, but critical failures. Like, everybody's talking shit about them, but they're making money hand over fist. What other company has that?
I mean, none really. You can only argue for Sony at best, but even still,
Sony's losing a bunch of money. Sony's losing a bunch of money. They lost a bunch of money on that PS5. So
not even with that Pro, were they making any money on that thing?
Oh man, I mean, like, look, they're plateauing. They're not like dipping. They're not like dropping tremendously like the Xbox is. Xbox is like, it's sad. I don't even want to make fun of Xbox at this point because
not even in the conversation anymore.
Yeah, Xbox already got one foot in the grave. Like, there's already rumors that this new Xbox that they're talking about is going to be the last one that they ever put out. This is going to be like their Dreamcast, but there's really no reason to talk about them or to make fun of them because we already know about the fall off of the Xbox. They've been falling off since the Xbox One disastrous launch. But, Nintendo is the only one that can... Everybody's talking shit about them online, but for some reason, the sales are just going up.
Because I think for all the complaints that Nintendo is getting, I think people are just like going ahead and buying it anyway. Because they just can't resist themselves. It's kind of like the Apple shit,
It is like the Apple shit. Oh my God, Jordan, you hit it on the head. Nintendo is the Apple of gaming. I kept calling them the Disney, but they're really the Apple of gaming. They're fucking Apple. No wonder they the first mobile games they put out was on iPhone. Because they just
right.
like them niggas. They are brother and sister, bro. Nintendo and fucking Apple. Wow. I have never heard a better analogy than that. That's crazy. Well, you know what, man? I got no words for this. They really... I'm stunned.
Really, I feel like this all just boils down to is that no matter how bad they can do, people just buy the stuff anyway. It's just kind of sad to see, really.
Yeah. It's a weird time we're living in right now in gaming. The big three are in very questionable spots. But Nintendo is very successful right now. That's the weird part. Like, it's scary. It's almost like these dudes are zombies. It's like they're not even thinking. They just see that red logo and they go, oh, and they start walking towards it. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
Yeah. I wonder if it has been helped by those tariffs that got put in place here. Like, maybe we're just afraid of how much it would cost afterwards, so they just, like, rush to buy this thing.
You would think that it would be the opposite, though. You would think that the companies would try to make that right, not the consumers.
Well, as we've seen, tariffs get passed on to the consumer, not to the companies. You can see it like in our daily lives.
Ridiculous,
to our food, to our consoles, to our electronic products. Yep.
It's ridiculous, man. Anyways, that's enough of this.
Right.
I feel like this is like, wow, they really killed the vibe with that. I was excited this morning. I was talking about all types of shit. Before you got here, I was like saying ideas out to the stream, but like jokingly, right? Like shit that would never happen. I was like, oh man, I can't wait for the new Star Fox, the new F-Zero, the new Custom Robo, the new Smash, the new Mother Trilogy HD remakes. You know, I was saying all that shit as a joke because I knew it would never happen.
Right.
But I didn't
those
think
days
it
are
would be this
completely
bad.
over now.
I didn't think it would be this bad. I mean, come on now. I thought it was gonna be at least a new Mario, a new something for the holiday season. But literally nothing. Metroid Prime 4, that's it, and it's not even a Switch 2 exclusive. Wow.
I was expecting
Amazing.
like 1 or 2 games at best. I feel like all these directs for the past like 5 years or so have kind of like fallen into this territory of like maybe 1 or 2 games, a bunch of re-releases, and third-party slop.
But the thing about the Switch is it didn't turn into that until later. The Switch 2
Yeah, and this is a new console.
is barely 2 months old. And we're already at this point. What, I mean, y'all, do y'all think that y'all don't need a strategy anymore? Y'all think that y'all just don't need a rollout? Y'all are just like, oh, we're Nintendo. They're going to buy it anyway, so fuck it. That's low-key disrespectful to the fans, bro. Like, y'all really think y'all don't need to release games anymore, huh?
Just re-release some stuff. People will buy it anyway. How many Switch 2s have sold as of right now? Like what? It's like I think it reached like 6 million or something.
It's an absurd number. Yeah. Well, that's it. No need to harp on this anymore. I've had this crusty RE9 still on my stream the entire time that we've been talking, and I think it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate for what we're talking about because this is ridiculous, man. This is nuts. This is nuts. And you want to know? And I'll close on this. The scariest part is that Jordan, everything that we're talking about, the criticism, the conversations that we're having, we are in the minority. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We're in the
Uh-huh.
minority. The longtime Nintendo fans that have legitimate things to say about this shit, we are in the minority now. And it's only going to get smaller as time goes on. This
Undoubtedly.
is very odd, but we'll see how this generation shakes out. All right, man.
I'm
I
most
hate that.
curious to see how like things will look like in like 5 years or so. Like,
Me too. This is going to be
it's like
very.
we have the same video game
interesting.
landscape. Is it even going to be like 3 consoles anymore?
Who
Probably
knows?
not.
Who
It might just be
knows?
Nintendo. Who knows?
It might just be Nintendo, man. And that's going to be a very, very weird reality to live in. Wow. I don't even want to think about that. Anyways, yo. I hate to end the stream off on such a depressing note, but because we usually get hype and crack jokes and shit, but I got no jokes for y'all this time. Yeah, that's it. It's done. Hopefully, in a few months, we'll have something to talk about with Nintendo. Damn, Mike is not even here to do the outro, man. You know what?